Hey gamer pal, how are you? Thank you for joining. Sorry, it took a while for me to set this up. Are you feeling better, pal? I know you didn't feel the best, the past couple days. That's good then. That's good to hear, pal. And Senor Polinas, thank you for joining. How are you as well? Alright, I'm gonna record the entire stream. So if ever we get a clear out of this stream, that I'm gonna upload it separately. Yay, congratulations. I haven't really progressed through Deathmaster, so that's why I'm rushing through this so that I can do Remembrance Battle. And that sucks because I gotta rush Remembrance Battle both in Global and JP. I haven't done anything in JP yet. Okay, so let me run through my party first. So my party, I'm using White Rose. I think she's still useful all the way to the end. Um, I got a couple answers from Discord as well because I always forget to check. Um, I always have issues with tree form and the final form I was able to reach earlier one time. And when I looked at Xenocide, so Xenocide is a sun spell, so White Rose would still be able to help with that. The only problem I have with White Rose is she's extremely squishy, not just very. So I had to equip her with some more resistance. I changed out her gear so that she could have sun resistance. This would be applicable for that Word of Worldest Forest and Xenocide, and then Rotten Breath as well. That's why I picked the pumpkin suit for her. And then she's using the Hydra boots, so she can have extra heat and cold element resistance. Um, and then the accessory, I went for Serene Stone Plus. Yeah, this for JP folks watching, this is a global original accessory. So this one, and then the usual for Matriarch, I picked a glove for her for more slash resistance. I don't have any other. I didn't know. I don't have anything for armor that can improve either heat, cold, or sun element. I know I still have the lobster mail, but I think that has a penalty with thunder if I'm not mistaken, so I chose not to use it. So I'm just using whatever's the best for heavy armor, and then the amazing bangle for her so that she has heat and cold resistance. And then Liam, I changed out his armor as well. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough to show as a resist for Pierce. I chose Kongming boots and the Harmonia suit. So Harmonia suit for obvious reason, that so that I have heat and cold resistance. And then I can't have a shirt for the gear, so I chose to have a boot, and then I used Royal Ring for Liam rather than the Gold Feather Charm, because I thought about it, and if and then I just put in an all resistance stone. So I thought about it, and maybe I just hope that Liam doesn't get targeted by Confuse. I know there is an AoE version for Confuse and Petrify, so I hope that on those turns I would be able to clear it with Pumpkin Princess Party, or Heroes War Song. That's all I can hope for. And this is also because I want Liam to have some kind of sun element resistance, so that at the end he doesn't get as much damage. So in the screenshot I shared on Twitter and on Discord, I just played through it just to see how much damage I'm getting, and it seems like without buffs, Mass Dad is getting around 600 damage from Senocide, and then Ito Kensan is getting 800-ish damage. So I think if I survive flame form really good, then I should be okay with final form, because I should have some kind of willpower buffing from Matriarch and White Rose. So the one that killed my run when I reached final form was Conflagration on Flame Lord. Even though I didn't get Meteor Swarm, Conflagration, and then Liam was in danger. Mass Dad covered Itoken rather than Liam, so I didn't had any DPS. So I ended up with just like a sitting duck in final form. And then yeah, Dad should have all the tanky stuff. Titan suit, divine boots, and then the proof of world tower. And then Itoken-san, same thing. I just went for a boot kind of equipment. The best one I could get is matriarch boots, and then the Hydra armor, so that heat and cold element resistance. For accessory, I had Masdad and Itoken-san have element resistance, and then everybody else I'm just gonna YOLO. Like for White Rose, it's Serene Stone. For Matriarch, I believe, yeah, Serene Stone as well. And then for Liam, I had Royal Ring instead. So yeah. And yeah, thank you, Pel, for checking out the lobster meal. I thought about it again, and it doesn't seem like I can get some good advantage on the lobster meal, mainly because the cold element spell is just, well, cold and thunder is just underwater form, and I last 3 turns on that form and then move on to beast form. Beast form, I'm trying to see on whether I would still be able to save up my Paean of Protection on odd turns. Right now, I'm always using Paean of Protection on odd turns because trying to protect everybody from the Scissors Break, All-In Assault, and Rotten Breath, because those are really deadly attacks. The other Paean of Protection I intend to use is probably on an even turn on tree form, because that's the guarantee where Word of Worldless Forest is gonna be used. I looked at my video again. It seems like I got a bad luck, and that Viney attack, it's so long for the skill name. That Viney attack, it just lasts for whatchamacallit. I mean, it was used on an odd turn rather than on an even turn. So in my last run where I reached the final form, I only observed that on even turn. So hopefully it's gonna be good RNG. So what we're praying with this lineup is no Starquake. White Rose doesn't get killed. Get as much attacks as possible on Masdad, and then we try to get to 20 BP as close as possible by the end of basic 3. So the way I do that is on basic 1, 2, 3, if White Rose is ready to use the pumpkin skill again, that I kind of alternate with her, and then Matriarch would use Glitter Shell so that she can get some BP, and then Itoken-san, I kind of gauge whether I need to use Hero's War Song or not, and then I pray that the HP regen and BP plus 1 triggers at the end of turn. That's all there is to it. Hopefully on tone form, no oscillation. On flame form, no meteor swarm. On tree form, only once for the word of world is forest. That's like a, a tongue twister. And then yeah, stone form, I think if I get stone bullets more than sandstorm, that would be more favorable. I can't stop the spinning attack. On even turn, there's always magma plosion and spinning attack, so can't do anything about it. and yeah, hope for the best. I have 1.5 hours to do so, so hopefully we can get to something. And then as we go along the battle, I will commentate on what my decision points are. All right, let's go. Hey Andy, thank you for joining. Congratulations, by the way, Andy, with the Tone Lord clear video. I saw that on Reddit. Oh yeah, so my lineup for this is my idea for this is basically YOLO. I have Liam on 5 bullets because I just need all the DPS I can get. And then as we go along on the ladder forms, I'm gonna try to gamble on whether I can do overdrive so that I can push the damage further. That, I mean, Andy, that's a good approach as well with Tone Lord. So it's still good. The more important thing is you cleared it. Okay. Nice one, pal. Oh yeah, this is the reason why I picked Itoken-san rather than bringing Halloween Narwhal's daughter, is because on the early part of the battle, I don't need to restart as often because of Hero's War Song that either dad or somebody else gets paralyzed that I can cure them out of it. But yeah, sorry for the egg puns in the stream title. I just thought of something funny, that's why. Hopefully it's not as aggravating. Eggravating. I was telling my the group chat I'm in that yeah, it's so annoying to be retrying again because it takes roughly 3 to 5 minutes, and sometimes Starquake would show up, you know, after you've done your preparation and stuff, and then suddenly boom, Starquake. And then I think when was that? I think it was on my one of the attempts offline. I had Starquake as well on tone form, which is super duper rare. So yeah, that's what you can expect from this battle. There's so much RNG involved. Oh, no problem, Andy. Yeah, I thought of just adding that there. Whatever my observations are, everybody can see it, so that if one would try to attempt the battle, that they have at least some notes along the way. Because I know when I did this in JP, I was just winging it, you know, because I have higher stat cap, I have good characters that's actually suited for the battle, so I wanted to experience how it is really to go through the battle, so that's why I'm pushing it on global. Oh, I know about Starquake. Outside of Basic, is one of the Japanese streamers I watch. I swear to God, I get Starquake more by. Ah, is that Tete-san, pal? Um, yeah, I don't think Tete-san streams as well. I know Tete-san uploads some clear videos, and then like after it was rerun again, the attack, that he just made a lot of videos. Um, oh yeah, so I was about to say earlier, um, how White Rose has White Rose dies. How White Rose has the whatchamacallit, the self-intelligence buff at the start of turn. So um that triggers the threshold, and then you saw the agility and intelligence debuff. So I heard that it actually uses one of the attacks for that turn, because usually prior to the final form, Egg would do 3 attacks, whether it be combo, an AoE, or a single target. So if the cleanse happens for that turn, that it uses one of Egg's attacks. I don't know if it has something to do with an odd and even turn, but that's one of the observation I got that one of my friend shared. Well, I'm knocking on wood, pal, that I don't get Starquake by Beast Form. So far I haven't been. It's only in global where I experience Starquake on Tone Form. So that's why I said it was a pretty rare moment that Tone Form actually did that. So hopefully, knock on wood, my coffee table is wood, that I don't get Starquake by Beast Form. Tries Egg full form, saves 2 LP for Liam, 2 Starquakes back to back. That is true, Andy. That has happened in my previous runs. I'm not sure how that's gonna happen, Pel. I'll try to help think with you on that one. The problem is I know you're planning to have Johan as your main DPS, and Johan I know has an agility and strength buffing to himself, but because of being martial arts, that Johan would rely on agility for hit rate and damage as well. On top of that, I think you should be able to survive with White Rose if anything, but it's gonna be really really tight. Um, Probably the usual White Rose and Golden Bomb combo. Um, you know how we did it for Ludwig, kind of the same idea as that. Oh yeah. Before I forget, I wanna give a quick shout out to Denny. Her Twitter handle is Denny Draws, for the awesome creator artwork we have on display. I don't think she has posted this on Reddit, so I follow her on Twitter, and I am very very fortunate to be allowed to use her artwork, to display in stream to share with all of you. So when you have the chance, please visit her page. She does a lot of artwork, SaGa related, Live Alive, and probably when Suikoden Remaster comes out, that she would do some Suikoden as well. Yes, he will miss Pell without the Dex buff. That was my problem with when I got to Flame Lord. It got a little clunky with with Dad dying and then Matriarch dying, that um, Liam didn't had Dex buff for 2 turns and he started missing. I looked at it again and I wish that I was brave enough to do Overdrive for on that run. I would have survived I would have survived flame form and then have everyone survive to final form. But you know, it's all learning and stuff. Hopefully your approach is correct, Andy. And I hope you're successful in that one. Right now, the paralyzed strategy is not yet possible because of lower status cap. That's just in theory. I haven't experienced it myself, and I'm really, really bad at implementing the paralyzed route, so I don't even bother trying it. Isn't the int martial arts accuracy also based off agility as well? Or it's both intelligence and agility? Ah, okay. Yeah, that's what I remember. Oh, hello, Starquake. So, whatchamacallit? The sucky part with Egg Battle is kind of like Ludwig. So you know how Ludwig has real in numbers. Ludwig has pretty high agility because you would most likely miss your attack back then. And then there are times where Ludwig would be able to attack like blast and thereby bypassing the Tiger's Den defenses. It's the same thing with Egg, which is very annoying. I don't know what is being considered on that one because like right now I put in the pumpkin suit in White Rose, and White Rose sometimes still performs first before Egg does a really deadly attack. So all I can pray for that one is hopefully Dad would cover somebody on that one, because it's gonna hurt a lot. So there's so much that we're praying not to happen, like no Starquake, Tone Form, no Oscillation, Flame Form, no Meteor Swarm, Stone Form, maybe a lot of Stone Bullets rather than Sandstorm, and then only once for the Word of World is Forest for Tree Form. Other than that, I think I got a good grasp of Beast and Water Form, and I don't want to jinx myself to suddenly see Starquake in there. But I kind of have an idea that okay, I usually start with an odd turn for Water Form, so I can do an overdrive with Matriarch and Liam, and hopefully they don't get Shooting Star. And then that's also my opening for Dad to do overdrive heal, because Dad needs to have the extra mitigate from the formation on even turn for the 3 times Aqua Viper. It's a high chance that Dad gets targeted by that, and he gets roughly 200-ish damage, 270 to 60, and then everybody else that gets attacked with mitigate is 600, 700. That's how bad it is. And then I tried one time, I did overdrive on even turn for water form. That basically melted from the 3 times Aqua Viper. So I learned my lesson. But yes, I would agree with the sentiments from other folks as well on Twitter that if there is no Starquake, I think it's gonna be so much simpler to battle, because you have less stuff to be worried about, you know. Okay, let's do the attack. I don't like it, Pel. There's a lot of RNG. I mean, Shooting Star itself is RNG because it's random target. So it's RNG where it does 1 to 2 hits, and then the target is random as well. I would love all those to go to Dad, please, so that he can gain overdrive gauge. I'm friends with that person who cleared egg full form that did Halloween Normal's daughter and Kirin. So he was suggesting well, he explained about Halloween Normal's daughter because I asked him, how do you manage the BP? Because even in JP, I couldn't manage the high cost BP to debuff properly. And he said, no, I don't use Narwhal's daughter for debuffing. I use her to buff with Water Festival. Okay, that makes sense. And then Kirin, I think, is the same as White Rose, except that, whatchamacallit? Except that Kirin is third year. Yeah. Hi, Starquake. And then he was the one who said that if there is agility and intelligence cleanse that's happening, that it wastes one of Egg's turn to do potentially a deadly attack. So yeah. It's okay, pal. There's gonna be a lot more characters useful the next time, or you know how it is with global. They would release a banner or potentially a global banner, a global exclusive one where it might be useful for Egg and that's it. That's exactly how I cleared Spiral 140, making boss use cleanse and buff break. Ah, that's good to know then, Andy. I mean, I honestly didn't know whenever the enemy would use buff cleanse that it would waste one of their turns. By White Rose. So it's one of those, Pell, where you saw how White Rose attacked first, even though she's already slow, with formation and then the whatchamacallit, and then the pumpkin suit, and then Egg gets to attack after. Can we get less Crow Rush, please, Egg? Because that hurts. You can do Sonic Boom if you want. Everybody is 30 with blunt resistance. Yeah, the Crow Rush is annoying. And then this is an odd turn too. That's the one where you would wish there's no Crow Rush. Because even turn guaranteed there's either knockout or something else, I forgot. Yeah, I retried this bat. There's Crow Rush again. I retried this battle so much that I get to predict, yeah, these are the potential attacks per turn. That's why it looks weird on recording without commentary, that how does Arado know to use Pion of Protection and then Rotten Breath is used on Beast form? I can sense that's one of the questions that people would ask themselves when they're watching that. Ah, stop it with the crow rush. Oh, hi, Starquake. You were right, pal. It's so much more manageable to do the the fight with in talking with somebody because I don't just like, you know, I feel like all the time I want to throw my phone on the couch. Stop it with the crow rush. It's either I get Starquake, I get that. Oh no, I don't. I mean, I don't have the cash to buy a new phone right now. So that's why I'm trying to be careful too. It's connected to the Type C USB used for charging. So the slight wiggle, it would disconnect it from my computer. So trying my best not to touch the bottom part. So that's why I have a stand. I'm gonna take a picture and share it to you later. But yeah, I'm playing on a phone stand that's diagonally facing me, elevated. So that kind of helps in a way. I got it for $5, so that's even better bonus. And then yeah, just to talk about something different too, by White Rose. So there is an announcement in the game about SaGa Soul, Frele, Flamar, and the red magician guy. So the red magician guy, he rolls up to Scorn and Vile, and then I think this one is the expert in willpower debuffing. um I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw one of the videos in the past in JP where they use that red magician guy in stop it with the crow rush with Egg to do the paralyzed route more consistently. Personally, even without knowing the changes just yet, I want to target for Frele. So Frele is super solid for farming. Um, if you hadn't already saw some of my farming videos, I rarely post about JP. If there is a slash vulnerable stage, I would use the combo Frele and Onsen Rich, and then I would be able to do like a 3 action on a story quest, because Rich would do Flame Frenzy round 1, and then round 2 and round 3 Frele would use skill number 3. So Frele by White Rose. So Frele, she's super strong, but she can only start doing attacks by turn 2. Yeah, they need to buff Flamar or rework Reviva. Because everybody pulled for Flamar because, you know, Reviva hype. Everybody loves Reviva in the actual game, but the implementation of it is not the best, I would say. I mean, auto revive, but what else is there? But yeah, I was extremely lucky in JP. I think I did 5 singles in that banner, and I got both Frele and Flamar. Hi, Starquake. But yeah, along with this banner, there's gonna be training stages. So I think this is gonna be the first for global where it's gonna be arranged. So you know how Seeker's Path was? They arranged the enemy where you could do single target, row, column, or AoE. So it's the same thing with that one, and then with specific element weakness. So and then you can gain skill ranking really fast on that one. Same pace as the Seeker's Path. And then I think the style XP as well would be times 3. But I don't know if they're gonna implement exactly the same in global. But that's what I could remember in JP when their banner came out, Frele Flamar and the Red Magician. But with this banner release, I'm a little worried on whether they're gonna release Romancing Saga Minstrel Song banner early, you know, a time skip. But that's gonna break the game again, just like when they release Rufus early in global. Other than that, if they release Minstrel Song banner early, it's gonna be super duper weird because Minstrel Song comes with the conquest, and then if they push through with the schedule with the Christmas banner, it's another conquest, and both of them are pretty hard to do. I mean, it's very tedious. The Christmas one in particular, it's mainly raid bosses. The Minstrel Song one has the usual nodes and then bosses. So I don't know. That's what I can counter with me thinking whether Minstrel Song banner is gonna come out early or not. Yeah, that could happen, pal. Or I remember when we had first anniversary, I think. That's when we had I'm gonna die on this one, I think. I will see if there's a miracle that would happen. Yeah, most likely a global exclusive. Yeah, Liam is dead. Knockout. You know, Pell, earlier failed when I failed and I reached final form and then I lost firepower. I was so demotivated to try again. My heart was pounding, like I'm pretty sure my heart rate is elevated at that time. I was that scared, like, am I making the good choices or not with flame form? And then yeah, when Liam died, I was like, okay, sucks to be me, I guess. Because that was like when on World Tower with Ludwig, the first implementation, I was super duper close in taking down Ludwig, and then bad RNG, I couldn't get Shrine Dance and no healing from Mariah, so I just died. I know, after this maybe I can retire from Romancing Saga from a global perspective. Well, Urson and Norn, they both cleared it, and then that guy from who used Narwhal's daughter and whatchamacallit and Kirin. And then I heard from Jans as well that this round turn 2, right? So I heard from Jans as well that Silver Warrior also reached flame form so far. So I know flame form is the one that's or actually no, not flame form, but rather I know Silver Warrior is pretty fast with content release, so I know he's gonna beat me to that. I know it. Yeah, Nyoni, Urson, and then Norn. I think Norn posted on images as well, if I'm not mistaken. So they're awesome. No, I don't need to heal yet. Yeah, try scroll back on the chat, either on the images. I mean, when I got your friend request, Andy, I already figured out who you are. And I don't mean to be a stalker or try to scare you or anything, just so you know. Yes, he is. You post stuff on Reddit too, pal. It's fine. Well, you do a lot of really fast farming guides, pal. That's awesome, in my opinion. Do this. That's good then. Interaction is always good. It reduces the stress. It reduces the stress of a really stressful battle like this one. There are times like this where I kind of gamble with overdrive. I overdrive and then pray that that character doesn't get targeted by whatever. But I make sure too it's a little safe, like there's no guaranteed AoE and things like that. Oh, hi, Starquake. Ooh, early Starquake. I know. I forgot what turn it was. If you ask JP folks on Discord, they would say like you shouldn't be getting Starquake like until turn 7 or turn 10, I think. So that's why so that's why you only charge 4 bullets for Liam rather than 5. That's exactly my reaction, pal, if I'm just all by myself recording this. I'm like, come on, early. I mean, I would prefer to have early Starquake so that I can reset early rather than having set up everything and then boom, Starquake. So whatever I got from that, I'm happy with that. I'm not really happy seeing Starquake, but seeing it early rather than later is way better than way better than seeing it, you know, deep in the battle. Um, I mean, for me, I just want this out of the way. I need to do remembrance too, pal. The only remembrance battle I cleared on global is bow, I think, for Deathmaster. Now level 20, and then nothing more after. It's all thanks to Summer Therese. She's a rock star in that one. It's okay. Just do whatever you can for bow, and then wait for a really good, some really good characters. I think you're targeting the same one as how I did it in JP with minstrel song characters. Claudia and whatchamacallit, Claudia and Jamil. Yeah, Sparrow helped me as well, and unfortunately, that was when, you know, I jinx myself in talking to the game that hopefully the game doesn't do X, and then the game does it anyway. Because I think that time Sparrow was at 1 LP, and then I told the game, okay, no lifesteal on Sparrow, and then what was the first attack? So lifesteal on Sparrow. Bye, White Rose. Yeah, that one is pretty good. They need to change Sif though for that banner. Because I don't think Sif is at par with what all the other characters can do. Yeah, not to that extent, pal. They just need to make her be more usable and more enticing to pull. Because right now, I think she's the so much AOE in the first round. That's pretty bad RNG. Yeah. So kind of like Seki Shusai in a way. Seki Shusai got people's eyes because of being able to charge overdrive. Okay, just one AoE, please. Egg. No crow rush. White Rose is dead anyway. Oh yeah, Seki Shusai is awesome. I mean, he was my ticket for not using Liam and Matriarch in Pandemonium, in which I haven't finished yet, by the way. So that's why I want to get this out of the way. I think I just need to hit that one good pattern throughout the battle, and I should be done with this battle. Yeah. I'm stuck in Wagner's stage. I think 180. I don't know what to do. I mean, you know, the easy answer is to get Matriarch and be done with it. 160 is what? I forgot who 160 is. Is it... That's Bokwon, right? Oh, Dantarg. So Dantarg... You don't have true... Do you have true Aunas? With Flame Barrier? Yeah, that was my ticket for Duntari. Yes, he does. It's okay. I'm bad at grammar myself, pal, so don't worry about it. Okay. No problem. We're here to chill, not to be the grammar police. I understood what you said. That's what matters. Is it kind of piece? Okay. No more crow rush, please, Egg. Thank you. Why do I even try? I'll do one more. Bye, White Rose. Ay, so much crow rush. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. What's up with you and Crow Rush today, Egg? Probably. Oh, hi, Starquake. First Starquake, and just a second. What do you mean by that, pal? Ah, yeah, you're correct. But she doesn't use any LP, right? She just needs 9 turns to be at full buff, right? Ah, okay, now I understand. Okay, that's not the ideal RNG, but because Egg attacked Masdad or Itoken-san, I'm happy with that. As long as Egg doesn't attack White Rose or Liam, I'm happy. Ms. White Rose, if my nemesis Crow Rush. Ms. White Rose, if she's not at least... she's dead. If she's not at least 1500 HP, and with Egg trying to spam Crow Rush like every single turn, I won't be able to heal as much. Hey. Sure. Open up with Crow Rush. And Starquake. Perfect combo. Thank you, Andy. This game, I tell you, sometimes I feel it's listening. Crow Rush and Starquake are the ones we're saying not to use, and then what do I see? First two actions. Crow Rush and Starquake. Ay. Okay, go use Starquake or Crow Rush Egg. Hey Angelo. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to pull everyone to my misery as well with this reset hell. It has been a really stressful battle. See? Starquake and Crow Rush. Hell, what did I tell you? So Angelo, what I was telling Pel and Andy earlier, I got super demotivated after, you know, I don't know if you saw my post on whatchamacallit on Discord about reaching final form. So I was super demotivated after reaching that, and then Liam died. I made a bad decision with not using overdrive with Liam. So as a result, I experienced one more turn with flame form, and that caused Liam to die. Yeah. I was rewatching it too after I uploaded it, and it's like, yeah, I could have I could have triggered overdrive here. I would have pushed the HP to threshold, and then I wouldn't have seen conflagration that killed Liam. But it's okay. So as a result, I changed the gears. Liam and White Rose both have extra sun element protection with Serene Stone, and then Liam with extra resistance as well because I use a Royal Ring. So now, ever since I started the stream, let me see what time it is. 1 hour in, we're still on basic 1, 2, 3 because we've been seeing Starquake. Either early or after preparation is done, boom, Starquake. I've only seen basic 1 so far. And then the goal is to have as much BP as possible when we finish basic 3. So what that means is for White Rose, whenever she is able to use Pumpkin Party, that Matriarch would use Glitter Shell rather than Paean of Peace. We still keep the willpower from decaying to 50%, so it would always be 75% the next turn. That way, Matriarch would be able to gain some BP. Liam doesn't need to gain BP because I got 5 wind bullets. Itoken-san, I kind of gauge whether I need to use Hero's Warsong or not, and that's how he would be able to charge up some BP. because by the time you get out of basic 3, you would need a lot of Paean of Peace as much as possible, and sometimes whatchamacallit, sometimes Paean of Protection. So I was telling I didn't use Heroes War Song. Okay. One more attack. So right now for Paean of Protection for Matriarch, I've always used that on odd turn for beast form. I already discussed that on Reddit where I don't count the turns for basic 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi Starquake. I don't count the turns on basic 1, 2, 3. I kinda go in kinda prepared for water form, and then depending on what water form uses, that's how I know whether I'm on odd or even turn. That's also how I would be able to know when egg transforms to beast form, that I know when to use Paean of Protection or not. So I use Paean of Protection on odd turn because that's when beast form would use Scissors Break, All In Assault, and Rotten Breath. So without protection, all of those could kill one party member, and that's really bad by that point of the battle. So I just choose to use that one and that part. My mistake of using my second Paean of Protection was I used that on an odd turn on tree form, because tree form on odd turn is not as dangerous as even turn, because on even turn that's when tree form is guaranteed to use the tongue twister skill. Word of World is forest, that one. So, and that's pretty deadly. With mitigate, White Rose is getting 1,600 damage. So that's it. That's saying a lot with how strong the damage is. And then for flame form, you just get pummeled with single target on odd turn, and then there's a chance Meteor Swarm can be used on even turn. So that's what we're praying not to be used, that no Meteor Swarm is used. That's basically what we're praying for. No Starquake, not much AoE on basic 1, 2, 3. No Oscillation on Tone form. Less Sandstorm on Stone form. And then only once the Word of World is Forest on Tree form. There's so much that we're praying for. And right now I think my party is dying. Which is 5, 4, 3. So this odd turn. There's a chance that I can survive this turn. Nope. Because he chose to use Crow Rush. I was telling Pel and Andy that it's only during the stream that I've encountered this much Crow Rush in basic 1, 2, 3. Because usually on odd turn, you would want to have single target attacks or shooting star as much as possible. And that too, Pel, that's correct. Turn 1 Starquake. It's like, game, don't you want me to show the world how to play this game? And you target Liam. Ay. And then just to run through the party again, Angelo. So okay, perfect, shooting star rather than Crow Rush. I'm using White Rose because, you know, willpower buffing, because I couldn't land intelligence debuff properly. I could use Halloween Narwhal's Daughter with Trick or Treat Carnival, but I couldn't really time it better properly where I can do 2 Trick or Treat Carnival And even then, if I do 2 straight turns of Trick or Treat Carnival, that egg would cleanse the debuff immediately. So that kind of is unreliable for me to rely on not being confused, petrified, paralyzed. And I chose to bring Itoken-san to lessen the reset early on, just like this, where either dad or somebody else gets paralyzed early. So it it it's a big help. Not only for the early runs, but rather even on the latter ones. I just pray that I get HP and BP on end of turn. Hey Eric, thank you for joining. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I think it's my first time seeing your name. Welcome, welcome. We are 1 hour into this attempt, and we still haven't gotten out of basic 1. Because it's either the party dies or I get start quick. Okay. Gamble. This is even turn, so Itoken-san, don't die, please. um, for basic 1, 2, 3, I already shared on Reddit. It's really not that important to count the odd or even turn. The difference is for odd turn, there's a chance that you would only get single target attacks, versus on even turn, there's a guarantee, an AoE. So the guaranteed AoE both hurts a lot. It could either be knockout or crow rush. And then so far I've been getting really bad RNG during the stream, where for odd turn I also see crow rush being used. So that's what's killing my party. Eric, if you have any questions with the lineup, let me know. I can run you through with the setup and my thought process with the battle. And thank you. I appreciate that, Eric. No problem. You don't need to chat at all. I think it's just my first time seeing your name in chat, that's why. Okay. One more. And this one. And yeah, Angelo and everybody else, I was telling also Pell and Andy earlier, if Egg uses the agility and intelligence cleanse, that it wastes one of the 3 actions that it usually does for that turn. And I think Andy or Pell, I forgot which among both of you, in Spiral 140, you know those bulls. So they also buff your cleanse your buffs, and they can confirm that it also wastes one of their turns with cleansing your buff. So Angelo, for the Saga Soul banner, I am very excited with Frele. I have used Frele a lot on slash farming. So I was telling earlier about using Onsen Rich and Frele to do a 3 action on story quest for those that are slash vulnerable stages. So Freyle, she's very strong, I would say. She can only act by turn 2 onwards, and she's really designed for farming. Um, what happens is on turn 1, she starts the battle petrified, and then turn 2 onwards, she can finally act. And by then, she can use 2 of her skill number 3, which does really good damage and also does a heat up to herself. So finally, we can see basic 2. So yeah, if you're not low on slash farmers, and to be specific, an AoE slash farmer, then you can skip Freyle. Excuse me. I haven't used Freyle outside of farming. For Flamar, I think Pel and I are in agreement that Flamar needs some serious enhancement because she's really underwhelming for the banner. She has the most hype fire spell, Reviva. So Reviva is basically re-raise in SaGa terminology. So she can only use that 5 times per battle. Oh, hi Starquake. She can use that 5 times per battle, and the buff lasts for the entire battle. So that's what she can bring. And then she doesn't have an S style to inherit anything. So really, after she puts in the Reviva to everyone, she can do okay damage for heat element, single target, and AoE. That's it. The other one is the red magician. So the red magician, he rolls up to the Discord folks, Vile and who was that? I forgot the name of those three. I'm sorry, my mind is going to a blank. But yeah, Vile and I forgot the name of the second one. But both of them are platinum unit. So that red magician, he is a will debuffer specialist. So if you need a will Scorn and Strife, yeah, not Vile, sorry. Vile is the JP name for that. Thank you, pal. Yeah, those three. So that one is a will debuff specialist, and I forgot if it was Tete-san or somebody else from JP. On banner release, they use Red Magician to paralyze Egg better because as you know, he debuffs willpower by a lot, and the problem is you shouldn't be reaching the threshold for debuff, so that's one thing to consider. I'm not sure what else would be the application for Red Magician or Hate, so we will see. And again, there could be global changes for all we know about this banner. Yes, she is, Eric. I can attest to that. Yeah, it should be in an hour, right, Pel? They kind of released the banner info early now, rather than really late or early morning your time, right? Ah, so they're kind of aligning it with when an update drops in JP. Yes, that's almost the same time when a patch update is coming in for JP. So that's good to know. One more Heroes War song. This is the saving grace of, you know, doing this battle over and over again. I get to see Mastad dab. It's like, yeah, thank you for cheering me up with this really aggravating battle. And my apologies for the puns on on the stream title. I couldn't think of a wittier title for this. But it is true. It is extremely aggravating or extremely aggravating. I mean, the moment... Oh, hi, Starquake. The moment that Egg was announced during the Square Enix stream, everybody was throwing Egg jokes left and right in the chat. That was so funny. But I feel whatchamacallit, Sayu and Malcolm, both of them are doing a really good job in the stream. I know it's not the same as how Glacy and Ali used to do it, but I think Sayu is getting the hang of it. Initially, I feel that she's a little, stage fright kind of thing because it's something new. But as she did more stream for the game, I feel she's getting a good grasp of it. Yeah, I think both of them are doing good. Hey Roms, thank you for joining. How are you? I saw your comment, by the way, Roms. I don't think Ren would be able to tank good in this. Ren can cover, but you would need to have somebody that can do healing for free, because this is a long battle. Unless you're doing the lesser forms, then I think Ren would be able to handle that. But for the full form, I don't think Ren would stand in this long battle. One more. Come on. Ren, Julian, Mask, and Victoria. Maybe a global exclusive Julian, pal. That would cause some eyebrows raising in JP if we get like a global exclusive Julian or Thomas. 100% female and then what, 50% male? Princess Guard EX. Oh, global exclusive Kami. Denny would be so happy with that. So it's gonna be AoE this time, Angelo? Left hand and right hand. Oh wait, left hand plus and right hand plus. I would assume that they're gonna do like a different debuff with the plus version. Yeah. Oh, hi Stark. Oh, okay. That's fine. Dad covered Liam. That's fine. So that kind of sounds like... What? You guys saw that, right? Same turn, 2 Starquake. Ah. 。 Should I be pulling on banners right now? Because I keep getting those rare moments in this battle. Ay. Oh, I got 1,200 jewels in JP and I got nothing. I'm still wishing for Bune. Yep, that is true, pal. So Thursday is when the SaGa Soul would come out. Come on, Starquake. Hi. Okay, so for everyone in the chat, I'm just gonna run through what I intended to do if I don't see that Crow Rush or Starquake in basic 1, 2, 3. So basic 1, 2, 3, I don't count the turn as much as possible. I mean, I can, but I choose not to. And then I YOLO my way a little prepared going water form. On water form, I check what Egg would use for the attacks. If he uses Shooting Star for combo, then that means it's an odd turn. He's gonna use Current at the end of that turn. Current is a moral up attack boost, very large effect. So that's small, medium, large, very large, 20%. So the next turn, it's gonna be even turn. Egg would use whatchamacallit, 3 times Aqua Viper. So at that point, I can't be using Dad's Overdrive to heal if anything, and then just pray that everybody survives and Aqua Viper goes to Dad, because Dad has the Titan Suit, Divine Boots, and Proof of World Tower. Whatchamacallit. So he's pretty buffed up with elemental resistance as well. So with Mitigate, he gets 250 damage, I think, from Aqua Viper. Without Mitigate, he gets 400 to 500 damage, I think. Everybody else with Mitigate gets 600 to 650 damage, which is pretty high. So that's why we pray that it goes to Dad, or Dad covers. Come on, stop it with the Crow Rush. So we hope that everybody doesn't get hit by Aqua Viper, or it goes to Dad, or Dad covers whoever's attacked by Aqua Viper. With cover, I think it goes down to like 210 damage. And then if I can transition Egg to Beast form on even turn, basically on that Aqua Viper turn, that would be ideal. But normally in my runs, it has been that I transition Egg Beast form with the current buff, so that's why Beast form kind of hurts. So that's odd turn. When you transition over to Beast form on even turn is actually a little safer. Beast form would still use Scissors Break, but then everything else would be Shooting Star or whatever. Stop it with the Crow Rush. And then on odd turn is where Beast form is more dangerous. So that's where you can expect to see All In Assault, Scissors Break, and Rotten Breath all being used, guarantee, so far in my runs. Rotten Breath is a column attack, and with the formation being Tiger's Den, that I'm pretty vulnerable from that. So that on odd turn on Beast form, that's when I use the Paean of Protection. I kind of count from water form, so that's why in my recordings, that's how I know when to use the Paean of Protection. And then Tone form, Stone form. So Tone form on even turn, that's where there is a chance for Tone form to use Oscillation. Oscillation does 1,000 to 1,200 damage to everyone. So I hope for no Oscillation. And then other than that, Psycho Whisper or Psychedelic Whisper, I hope that it targets Dad, because guarantee Dad doesn't get confused, but everybody else has a chance to be confused. And then on stone form, I pray that nobody gets petrified. By then, I should have enough willpower to resist those ailments. And no, not as much as sandstorm, and then not so much buff, intelligence buff as well. Because when stone form transitions to tree form, the word of world is forest hurts really bad with some intelligence buff from stone form. So when I went into tree form, when Egg uses that skill, it does 1,600 damage to White Rose. So, and then I think I got a bad luck when I uploaded my video yesterday, where it was used both in odd and even turn. So normally it would be used only on even turn, and then on odd turn, that's when he would use that like bell kind of sound kind of attack. So that was my mistake in the upload today. I should have used Paean of Protection on the even turn where Word of World is forest. And then no Whirlwind, of course. So Whirlwind hurts a lot as well, and that's physical. Flame form, we hope for no Meteor Swarm. There's not much difference between odd and even turn. And then final form, he only does 2 attacks, Xenocide and Shooting Star. So Xenocide, he would always use Xenocide as the first attack. With willpower buff, it does 300-ish damage to Dad. Without willpower buff, it did roughly 600-ish damage with mitigation. So pretty high damage. Yeah, that's the rundown of what I intend to do if I can get out of this basic 1, 2, 3. And then don't worry if you didn't follow what I said. I posted that on Reddit, so all my notes are in there. Just take a look. If you have anything to add, feel free to do so, and I'll add that to the first post. I'm sorry it's not as excited as I thought it would be, because we are 1.5 hours in and we're still on basic 3. Basic 1 rather. And then like I said on my last stream, if you're pulling for a new character just because you wanted to take down Egg at this moment, I would suggest for you to take a step back and really look into the banner, because the Egg battle is would make a return and becomes a permanent attack on our list. So yeah, just be warned on that one. I know it's posted on the notice, but a lot of times people miss out on those information. So I know Pell also shared that during the last stream, so yeah. Okay, what turn am I on? I lost count, so YOLO. Oh wait, so I did 4 bullets, so this is odd turn. I can YOLO with Itoken-san. Hello Hanzo, nice to see you. Eggravating. Yes, I just want this battle out of the way, Hanzo. But I can't log into your account. You would be sharing some personal information, and I don't want to be asking that from you. I'll do one more. That's good then, Hanzo. Are you lacking on, or are you having trouble clearing any content? I mean, we have a lot of good players in the chat. Andy, Angelo, and Pel can give you a lot of good comments. Eric probably too. I'm not sure Eric, sorry. But yeah, Eric probably too would be able to help with that. Yeah, just ask in the chat, Hanzo. I'll give my input and then everybody else would be pitching in as well, I'm sure. And then so if you notice when when whatchamacallit, when Pumpkin Princess is Pumpkin Party. Excuse me. I just call it Pumpkin Party. So if Pumpkin Party is ready, I kind of switch out Matriarch to do Glitter Shell rather than Pion of Peace, so that Matriarch can gain some BP early in the run. Because later on, once I hit Water Form, I would need to be casting Pion of Peace as much as possible, because there are times, like I said, on Beast Form Odd Turn, I would be using Pion of Protection on that turn, so I would need to catch up with Dex buffing. And I don't think I'm brave enough to gamble with Fierce Rhythm with Itoken-san, because Fierce Rhythm has Dex buff as well. So and that puts Itoken-san in a little danger without mitigation, especially in the latter part of the battle where damage is just really high. $65,000. Should I do the summer or not? So it would depend on what's in your box, Hanzo. I think the chat would ask the same thing as well with what you are missing. If you can do efficient farming at least one of the stages, that's really good, and stick with that for now. And then there are units where they are made for hard content. I would say not invest on those, because you would get them eventually, or you would get better ones in the future. And then just focus on improving what you are missing on your account. I know it's a super generic advice, but that would answer a lot of the question you may have with regards to pulling or not. And then if all else fails, Hanzo, there's always that some tier list that Discord folks are doing, and there's also the tier list from Share. Share maintains the tier list, so that would be a good reference to have. And then if you're unsure as to why a character is on that tier, you can always ask a second opinion from people, so that you would have a more knowledgeable decision with how you want to proceed with pulling for a banner or not. I mean, for me, when I do banner review, I can only consider what the character can bring. I cannot consider what individual boxes each player has. So it would be up to the player's decision to make that decision. But if you're lacking that knowledge to be able to decide for yourself on that, then you would need help from others like Discord, and like I said, Share's tier list, if that would help you. Yeah. And listening to other people's review of the banner as well would help you. You would have an idea. You would have an idea of what are the aspects that and of what people are looking at for a character, so that in the future you can look at it that way as well. Yeah, hopefully that helps you with your decision making, because right now, um, even though we think that a banner is good because of X, Y, and Z, we don't know what's in your account, so we can only say so much that, like what Angelo is suggesting, that Gustav is good, but if you don't really need Gustav at this time, then we won't be able to know that. Okay. So this is the farthest we have gone. I was holding saying that because I haven't seen the third action yet, and I worry that it could have been Starquake. I don't want to jinx myself, but yeah, this should transition egg to water form. And normally in my runs, it starts with the odd turn, but we will find out. Again, the the telling point to that would be what skills are used in the combo. So if it uses Shooting Star on the combo, then it's an odd turn. It would buff the current at the end of the turn, so that the following turn, on the combo, Egg would use Aqua Viper, and I need to have all my defenses for that turn because it's gonna hurt a lot, the Aqua Viper damage. Okay. Nobody needs healing. I'm gonna heal now. Oh wait, I'm gonna heal next turn. What kind of buffers are you looking at, Hanzo? Other than Matriarch, of course. Okay. So this is the odd turn. That confirms that. This should be the even turn. I'm expecting 3 times Aqua Viper to be used. So the ideal situation is Dad gets targeted with all 3, or somebody gets targeted that Dad would cover them. Because I think, for like I said, Dad would have 200-ish damage. Ito-Ken-san would have 300-ish, 400-ish damage. Everybody else gets 500 to 600-ish damage. Okay. Then I need to heal. Perfect. Okay. So the last one could either be Aqua Drop or Righteous Thunder or Splash. Yeah. This is a good rotation we're getting from water form. Okay, so I'm gonna transition on odd turn, unfortunately, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. That is okay. He's gonna self-heal with 300-ish HP. So just Great Adventure. And then if we take a lot of damage on this one, I can overdrive heal the next turn because it's even turn on beast form, and that's the quote-unquote safer one, even though, you know, I should expect a scissors break on that one too. And then Pel, I'm taking your word on it with Great Adventure that it needs to be casted beforehand, so I'm doing that. I mean, I have 10 BP. Usually I want to use Great Adventure as much as possible anyway. I'm gonna save up. I think that's a typo from Hanzo. So, best DPS is, I think, what Hanzo is asking. Don't mind the typo, everyone. I have communicated with Hanzo in the past. Um, so don't worry about it. Yeah, he meant DPS or damage dealer. Okay, beast form. And then so we are transitioning from an odd turn from water form. So this is even turn. We should expect one scissors break. That would be the deadly attack on this turn, I believe. Sorry, I'm trying to speak slowly so that I can say what I wanted to say. Um, but yeah, one scissors break should be expected here. Um, hopefully it targets that because it would do manageable damage. Everybody else might be in danger if he uses scissors break on somebody else. And then one thing to note on beast form, he has fired up 3, so that's 10% attack up. And then since we transitioned from whatchamacallit, from water form, on odd turn, that he has this buff, the damage up. So okay, so I'm gonna... Hey Fifole, I saw you, sorry. One moment. I'm gonna keep the stance. I'm not gonna heal yet, but I'm gonna heal on this one. And then I'm gonna heal the next turn too. Ay! No, not Liam. Okay, that was really scary because one shooting star went to Liam and then he got the scissors break. Okay, so this is the odd turn. This is the more dangerous one for beast form. So I'm gonna do Princess Party. One thing to note too, Pumpkin Party has endurance buff. So that kind of helps in a way with the with defenses. And then this is where I usually pop one of my Pioneer Protection just so everybody is safe out of this, and then we can get out of the stage safer. So hope for the best. Even with Pioneer Protection, I sometimes my run gets messed up on this turn. So again, hope for the best. I'm gonna attack because I would need Itoken-san to be spamming Hero's War Song with Tone and Stone form, mainly because I removed the Gold Feather Charm on Matriarch, White Rose, and Liam, so he would need to be able to cleanse them if anything. So okay, onegaishimasu. We're expecting one more attack, and I'm scared for Matriarch. Yep. Okay, let's try to salvage this run. I don't know if it still can be salvaged, but we will see. So I'm gonna heal anti-material, and then Great Adventure, and then Heroes Warsaw. So Hanzo, for me, I'm using I'm on Android, so I have an application called the Source Copy, SRCCPY. It can be downloaded from GitHub or Reddit. And that's how I'm able to mirror my screen into my computer. Okay, so earlier was odd turn. This is even turn. So I'm gonna do odd turn again. So there shouldn't be... Hopefully there is no usage for oscillation. That's what I pray for. Anti-material, attack. Then Hero's War Song. I'm scared for Matriarch because she... Or Liam getting confused. Liam, don't massacre the party, please. Because you get to attack first before the Hero's War Song. Thank you. Thank you for the extra heal. Okay. Pumpkin Party, Iron of Peace, Anti-Material. So we're gonna do 2 more turns in this one because of the defenses Tone Form has. More War Song. Yes, God Liam has spared me, pal. Oh, hi. You're here. You wanna say hi to everyone? Yeah. Yeah. I know, you have stinky breath. It's okay. Uncle Pell is saying hi to you. I know. Thank you. Thank you for the kisses. She says hi too, Pell. Okay, one more. We survived even turn. Oh, Bowie, Uncle Angela says hi as well. Angela, she's wagging her tail, so she says hi too. Okay, we have survived even turn, so this should be odd turn again. Hopefully my review of my video is correct, where we shouldn't be expecting oscillation. Hopefully. I'm praying really, really hard that oscillation is not used. If not, we're dead. Okay. Onegaishimasu. So we're expecting one more attack. That's what I'm scared of. Okay. We're a little safe. It would be good to have extra heal at the end with Itoken-san's ability. No extra heal. It's fine. So I'm gonna save the overdrive heal because this is even turn. So even turn, I believe that's where I mix it up. Even turn, I think, is the one with the combo Magma Plosion and spinning attack. Spinning attack would do at least 600-ish damage to everyone. And then there's also Petra Delta at the end. Should I use overdrive heal? Liam is kinda in danger. Actually, I have a solution. This one. That's why Angelo is... Angelo's suggestion is super duper useful. With Starlight Heal. Okay. Pine of Peace. Anti-material. Attack. Actually, so this is even turn. I'm not gonna gamble with Matriarch and Liam. I'm gonna overdrive next turn. And then Heroes War Song, just in case. Oh, that's where Ancient Curse is. Okay, that makes sense now. So I gotta overdrive heal the next turn and pray. I survived because Matriarch died. Again. I don't have Piano Protection anymore. That was too funny. Okay, I'm gonna try one more. Hopefully we get somewhere. If not, it's fine. I have Pifole. But I struggle using her, so I use White Rose instead. Oh hi Starquake. Nice to see you again. And then we got bad luck with Beast Form because he used double Rotten Breath. That's what made the party in danger. Usually I just get one Rotten Breath for odd turn. It was Rotten Breath and then All in Assault, Rotten Breath, Shooting Star, and then Scissors Break. That was super duper dangerous. So I'm gonna try one more, roughly 30 minutes if anything. Hopefully we get good RNG. If not, I'll continue offline. Because I gotta get food for hubby. So it's almost 6:30 our time. Oh, thank you, Fifole, for the good luck with Bune. I got the login jewel today in JP. I tried 4 singles. I got nothing. So, yeah. I think I can do the dragons until whatchamacallit, until stage 20 and then get 1000 jewels out of it. Or actually, I already did. So, yeah, I don't have any more jewels to get in the game. But there should be still the stream, right, Fifole? I forgot. I thought JP is expected to have one stream. Oh, hi, Starquake. Wow, first attack. Look at that. And again, before I end my stream, I have 11 people watching. I just want to give a quick shout out again to Denny Draws for the awesome creator artwork we have on display. So when you guys have that chance, or girls, guys and gals, visit Denny Draws page on Twitter. Her Twitter handle is Denny Draws. She does a lot of SaGa artwork in general, and then she loves to do creator artwork. So recently she did a lot of Halloween creator because of the recent Halloween creator we got in JP. So other than that, she also does some Live Alive, some Octopath Traveler, and then probably when Suikoden Remaster comes out, that she would do some Suikoden art as well. So yeah, when you have the chance, please visit her page. So she's one of the artists I'm thankful for that allowed me to use their artwork. So yeah, this is the least thing I can do, is to show you guys and gals where to get more of their artwork. And again, thank you for that little plug in this message. And then for everyone wondering, so what is the difference between full form egg and the lesser form? So I think lesser form is the same, but you just have to deal with less RNG. So for example, the 6 forms, you deal with basic 1, 2, 3, and final, and then you just pick 2 out of the extra, whatchamacallit, 2 from the remaining 6 forms. The logic is still the same. If you are on extern, that you would expect Y attacks. And then as you saw earlier, because we were able to reach stone form, I tried to get as much BP as possible on basic 1, 2, 3, so that by the time we go to water form, that we just keep on spamming our skills and hoping that the extra BP we get at the end of turn is also in effect. And then the other clears, just to share to everyone too. So the 3 that's irreplaceable so far, like I said, so far, because that what's the party composition has been so far, is Mastad, Matriarch with Pion of Peace, and Liam. The remaining 2 has been varying depending on the player. So Nyoni cleared it with Halloween Narwhal's Daughter, with Water Festival as the inherit, and then Kirin as the 5th member. So Kirin, in Nyoni's case, is basically will buffer and intelligence buffer. So I think in Nyoni's run, he shared that Egg was clearing agility and intelligence buff as much as possible, so that weighs one of the actions. And then for Norn and Urson, I don't have the details, but for Urson in Discord. Oh, no problem. Thank you, Eric, for stopping by. And then reach out whenever you wanna see certain content. But if data drops today for the new banner, I'll definitely create that and then continue on with this battle. Thank you for joining. Hey, Jen. Thank you for joining as well. Um, so yeah, for Urson, I think he used, I don't know Urson. So Urson used Snowy and Halloween Narwhal's daughter from what I remember. And then probably the latest Snowy that has a very large chance. So I think that's 40%, if not 45%, to buff willpower to the party. And then has the Frostburn so that there's free heal to everyone. And then probably Halloween Narwhal's daughter with Water Festival from my guess, my best guess. I didn't ask Urson yet. And then Norn, I saw Norn used Halloween White Rose and Halloween Narwhal's daughter. Ah, thank you, pal. Yeah, thank you for the confirmation. How are you, Jen? Thank you for joining. Unfortunately, I'm on the latter end of my stream. I should be up for roughly 25 more minutes because I gotta head out to get dinner. But earlier, prior to you joining, or you're probably joined already earlier, we were able to reach stone form, but it got really bad during beast form, where on odd turn, on odd turn I explained that you would be expecting rotten breath, which is a column attack, and then there's also whatchamacallit, Rotten Breath, and All In Assault, and then Scissors Break. All of those you have to expect on odd turn. Unfortunately, during the run earlier, we encountered Rotten Breath as a standalone attack, and then on the combo, Rotten Breath again. So that's where Matriarch died, and then I didn't get the chance to buff myself with willpower. So by the time Ancient Curse, actually no, not Ancient Curse, but Petra Delta came in on stone form, everybody got petrified, even Masdad. So yeah, it's an RNG fest, this battle. Um, Prior to getting to stone form, we actually used roughly 1.5 hour into the stream, resetting basic 1 because we keep on getting Starquake really early, or after preparation, Liam charging up 5 bullets, then Starquake gets fired up. So yeah. Oh, that would be good, Andy. I actually miss authentic adobo in Philippines. But there's some home cooked adobo being sold here where I am. So I get my fix from there, and I can make my own adobo if anything. And just to be clear to everyone, I know there's a Mexican style adobo. Andy is talking about the Filipino kind adobo, the soy sauce and vinegar kind. Anti-material. Hope you have a good lunch, Andy. And then just to do a rundown, Jen, I don't know if you're still there. So basic 1, 2, 3, I don't usually count the odd or even turn. The only difference is for even turn, there's a guarantee AoE that's gonna be used. Either it's gonna be knockout or crow rush. So both of those hurt a lot. And then we've been also getting a lot of early crow rush on odd turn, which shouldn't be happening. So that's why we were resetting to earlier. And then once we get to water form, that's where I'm gonna start the explanation again about the odd and even turn difference. And then if you notice, I switch between Matriarch with Glitter Shell and Paean of Peace, and then Ito-Ken-san as well doing normal attack and Hero's War Song. I tried to get to as close to 20 BP as possible by the end of basic 3 form, so that by the time we start with water form, I just spam the skill non-stop if possible. Extra heal? Thank you. So this should be odd turn because I saw knockout earlier. And then I can gamble with Ito-Ken-san doing Hero's War Song. And I'm saying it as a gamble because I'm not sure what's gonna happen. And then I think I should have Overdrive, Matriarch, and Liam as well. Because I should be doing better damage with basic 3 that can push the damage further. And then I can use only 2 turns during water form. Yeah, that would have been a better move for this. But so far so good. We're not seeing Starquake, and I'm knocking on wood because I'm not jinxing myself. So this is water form. Normally in my setup, I start water form with an odd turn. You can tell odd turn because the combo attack is using Shooting Star rather than Aqua Viper. So at the end, water form is gonna buff with current. So this one, current is an attack attack boost rather for 2 turns, very large. So that's 20%. That's pretty dangerous when water form transitions to beast form with that buff. So as much as possible, you want to transition beast form on the next turn during the Aqua Viper turn. Okay, so I'm gonna overdrive. I'm gonna heal just in case. Thank you, Andy. Hopefully this is the run. But yeah, there's so much that you gotta think about on the spot depending on the scenario. And once you get a hold of the battle, knowing what to expect, I mean, even though it's not a guarantee that the boss is gonna use X, Y, or Z's skill, that it's still a good thing to have so that you can gamble better and have a higher success rate rather than just blindly gambling, you know. Okay, Aqua Viper turn. The ideal scenario, everything goes to Dad, or if somebody gets targeted, that Dad covers that person. Other than that, pray that we don't die on this. So it's gonna be 3 times Aqua Viper. There could be an Aqua drop in this one. There could be Thunder, which is single target but Thunder element, and then Splash. So I can't do Overdrive for Dad. I'm hoping that he gets targeted. I think he still has Provoke. Yeah, so we're still good. And then Ito-Ken-san can pile up some BP. Perfect. Perfect. One more. No, but it's okay. My game does this randomly. I'm sorry. It pauses for like 5 to 10 seconds and then does the animation. I know, people. It's very, very RNG heavy. Okay, perfect. We transitioned on beast form. So that was even turn on 3 times Aqua Viper. This one is odd turn. So odd turn is more dangerous for beast form. Like I said, you will expect all-in assault, scissors break, and rotten breath used at least once. We're hoping that Rotten Breath is not used twice in this turn. Okay, so this is where I pop my Paean of Protection, anti-material. That gotta defend, and then I'm gonna heal. Onegai shimasu. Ah! That's RNG for you. But it's okay. We'll try. We'll try to go through this battle. No Starquake. Okay. So this should be hopefully a little safer, and I'm praying that that gets targeted by Scissors Break. So with Scissors Break, it's gonna be 800-ish damage because there's no mitigate for that. That's what I can hope for. Everybody else that gets targeted by Scissors Break is gonna die. Like Liam. Alright. Sorry friends, this is the end of the run. But yeah, hopefully my explanation helps you navigate through the battle. If you didn't follow that, I have made a post on Reddit about it. I'm gonna observe my video again for Flameform so that I can document better what to expect on an odd and even turn. So the link is right here if you wanna check it out. The two videos I uploaded there covering the other forms and the tree and flame form from my run this morning is also shared there so that it's easier link. And then I also shared the game merch URL that would have all the information you would need. If you notice, the different forms of egg has different weakness and different attacks, so game merch has all of that listed down, so you can check it out when you have the chance. And then I'll keep updating the thread once I have information about the fire form. But final form, I should be able to say, oh, it's Senocide and Shooting Star, and then Senocide is Sunspell that you need willpower buff as well. Anyway, sorry friends, I was hoping that I can show you at least until fire form, but bad RNG, so I'm gonna continue offline. I'm gonna go get dinner for hubby, and then from there, if you have any requests for videos and whatnot, GP or global, just let me know. Angelo, I know you want to hear my thoughts about the SaGa Soul banner, so if the banner info is released, I'll make the video tonight and I'll upload it as well. I know there's 7 people watching, so I know one of that could be Tepwen in the chat. So Tepwen, thank you for joining. I know you don't chat as much. I know it's late your time as well. Angelo and Pel, I know it's late your time. Fifole, Roms, Andy, thank you so much for joining. Hanzo and Jen as well, thank you for joining. And definitely I'll stream on Thursday for the update for Romancing Saga, and then I'll see what I'm gonna stream tomorrow. But Thursday is Thanksgiving in the US, so I'll try to see if I can stream in the evening time. If I don't stream, then I'll definitely stream on Friday. But yeah, again, thank you so much everyone. Always appreciate all of you here, and see you in the next video. Have a good rest of your evening, day, or afternoon, wherever you are. And this is Arado signing off. Alright, thank you so much everyone.